So you've probably built a VR application or game and you're ready to share it with the world. In this video, we're going to be showing you how you can package your game or your application to run standalone on most VR headsets. Whether that's a Meta Quest, a Pico, or a HTC headset, we're going to be showing you how you can package it so that way it will run without a cable or any kind of connection to Unreal Engine. Unreal Engine is very particular when it comes to packaging Android projects, and with VR being an Android-based platform, it's very much the case for that. If you don't have all of the dependencies 100% set up correctly, it will not package. That being said, in this video, we're going to be breaking down the whole process into 5 easy steps, covering everything that you're going to need from setting up Android Studio and all of the dependencies, to packaging inside of Unreal Engine, and even loading it onto the headset for deployment. Super exciting stuff. That being said, let's jump straight into step 1, which is all about setting up the dependencies in Android Studio. So when it comes to setting up the dependencies, Unreal Engine actually installs a lot of these for you as part of its turnkey installation. That being said, we can go over to the Android documentation for Unreal Engine to find out exactly what we need. For us, all we need to do is install Android Studio and the command line tools, but we need to have a specific version of Android Studio specific to the version of Unreal Engine that we're using. So if I go over to the documentation, for Unreal Engine 5.7, it is recommended that we use Android Studio version Koala 2024.1.2 patch 1. If we use anything different to that, it will not work. If you're using a different version of Unreal Engine, such as Unreal Engine 5.6, you can see here it's recommending that we use the same version, but if we go down to say 5.5, you can see it is different. So make sure that you install the right version of Android Studio for the version of Unreal that you're using. For me, I'm using Unreal Engine 5.7, so I'm going to use Android Studio version Koala 2024.1.2 patch 1. With that in mind, I'm going to head over to the Android Studio download archives to find that version. The link for this I'm going to leave in the description for this video. Easiest way to find this, because there is a lot in here, is I'm going to check the date, which was September 17th, 2024. So what I'm going to do is press Ctrl F to search for September 17th. And as you can see here, we've got Android Studio Koala Feature Drop 2024.1.2 patch 1. That's exactly what we need. So I'm going to go ahead and download this. And of course, I'm using Windows, so I'm going to choose that version. Okay, once it's finished downloading, we're going to go ahead and install this, just leaving the settings exactly as they are here. Once it does finish downloading and it opens, we just need to change one configuration to make sure that we've got the command line tools so that Unreal Engine can communicate with Android Studio and set up all of the dependencies for us. So we're just going to give this a second to finish installing. And then we are going to start this. Then once it's open, what we're going to do is we're going to go to More Actions, SDK Manager, and then inside of here, we're just going to go over to the SDK Tools. Inside of here, the only one that I need you to make sure you enable is your Android SDK command line tools. If this is not turned on, the rest of the setup will not work. With that done, go ahead and check it and press OK. It might have to download this, it's probably just going to take a minute. But once you've done that, we're now fully set up in Android Studio, and we're going to move on to step 2 inside of Unreal Engine, where we do the turnkey installation. Okay, for this next step then, we're going to be jumping inside of Unreal Engine, and we're going to be using the turnkey installer to install all of the dependencies. Let's hop into Unreal. So to use this, we're going to go to Platforms, SDK Management, and then Android. Inside of here, what I want you to do is simply press Install SDK. For me, because I've had it on this computer previously, it says Force Reinstall, but for you, it's going to give you the install option. It's going to download a few dependencies and it's probably going to take around 15-20 minutes. That being said, while that's going on, kick back, relax, grab a cup of coffee, and we'll be back in just a moment. For me, it's just finished now. Before we go any further, it is prompting us to restart Unreal Engine. Go ahead and do that. Okay, now that this has restarted, we can now verify that the SDK installation has installed correctly. We can do this by going to Platforms. Then, with our package project, you should see the Android icon is now green. Under SDK management, we should also see that Android says we have got a version of the Android SDK installed here. That's telling us we are good to go. Okay, now that we've got our Unreal Engine set up and ready to package, we're going to move on to step 3. Step 3 is all about configuring your Unreal Engine project so it opens up the default game mode and the default level that you want. So if you have a main menu or a level 1, you want that to be the first level that opens. We need to tell our project settings to open that first. Let's jump into Unreal and do this. So what we're going to do is go into the top left-hand corner and we're going to go to our project settings. Inside of here, you have got a Maps and Modes tab. Inside of here, we can choose the game default map. This is really important. This is the level that's going to open when you open your application. Like I said, if you've got a main menu or a level 1, make sure you choose that from the drop-down. Also, if you've done any custom blueprinting and you have your own game mode, choose it over here in the default game mode. For now though, I'm going to leave everything as it is here. Okay, with that all done, we're ready to package our project. It's the moment of truth. To do this, we need to go up to Platforms in the top, go to Package Project, and make sure that you tick the Android option here. And then inside of here, you've got a couple of different options. Because we're working with VR headsets, ignore the rest of these. The only one I want you to tick is your Android ASTC. If your package project is grayed out, that's most likely because you have not ticked Android over here. Once that's all done, what we're going to do is go ahead and press Package. Choose a location we'd like to package this to. I'm just going to make a build folder inside of here. And then I'm going to let this do its thing. If it's the first time that you've packaged a particular Unreal Engine project, it might take a little bit of time depending on the complexity of your project. Some projects I've seen this take an hour, some projects I've seen this only take 5 minutes. Okay, so now after about sort of 5-10 minutes, you saw there it says packaging completed. With that being said, we should now have an Android package file that we can load onto our headset. Let's take a look at what that looks like. So if I just quickly navigate to my Unreal Engine project folder, I made a build folder. Inside of this, we should have an Android ASTC folder. And the main thing that we've got inside of here is this APK file. It's an Android package file. This is what you're going to install onto your headsets. Or if you're uploading your VR game or your application to the Meta Store or anything like that, this is exactly what you're going to be sending them. This is what's going to be installed by the users. Inside of here, you've got a few other things as well. You've got the installer, which is going to allow you to install it onto your headset just through a cable to do it manually. You've got an uninstaller, which is going to remove it from the headset. But the main thing, like I said, is this APK file. If you've got this APK file, you are good to go. The hard bit is over. If your packaging did not succeed for whatever reason, I definitely recommend that you check out the Tinkr Academy Discord, share your output log in there, and see if you can get some help. But 9 times out of 10, it's going to package just fine. And that other 10% of the time where it doesn't work, usually the output log will tell you exactly what went wrong, and people in the Discord will be more than happy to help out. Okay, in this last step, step number 5, we're going to be showing you how we can install this onto your headset. Now, when it comes to installing it onto the headset manually, we're going to be doing this using a cable. So we've just got a cable, a USB-C cable that goes into the computer and then into the headset. Depending on the headset that you've got, it might be a different connection. But with the Meta Quest headsets, it's just the link cable, that's all I'm using. Also, one really important note with all of this is for you to be able to install an APK file from the computer onto the headset, you need to enable USB debugging. Enabling USB debugging, depending on the headset manufacturer, is going to be a slightly different process. So give that a quick Google. It's really straightforward, but once you have got that, we're good to go. Let's jump back onto the computer and get this installed. It's way easier than you think. So to install it, what we're going to do is simply double click on the installer. It's going to open up the command line, and you can see here it's saying it's performing a streamed install. And again, depending on the size of your APK file, it may take a couple of minutes. I know my APK file here is 100 megabytes, so it's just going to take a minute or two. So once that has finished installing, it will just close the window. You won't even get a complete message there. But once it has been done, we're ready to jump onto our headset and find this and open it up and see if it all works. So now that we're inside of the VR headset, let's try and find the application that we just packaged. So on the Quest 3, I'm just going to go to my library. And then on the left-hand side, I should be able to see a folder with a question mark. This is unknown sources. This is stuff that we've installed via our computer. Inside of here, I've got my YouTube packaging demo, which is the application we just packaged. Go ahead and click on this to open it up. As you can see here now, it's loading us into our Unreal Engine application, and I can move around, and I know that this is just the default template, but everything is working around. This is VR doing what we wanted to. So that's it. We now have our application packaged from Unreal Engine and fully working standalone on our VR headset. This is super exciting stuff. I'd love to hear what you all build. Feel free to share your APKs in the Tinkr Academy Discord. I'm all keen for seeing what everyone has built. If you have any trouble packaging as well, please do use that Tinkr Academy Discord. All of your peers are very much going to be in there. Also, if you'd like to learn more about virtual reality in Unreal Engine, I definitely recommend that you check out our VR Ultimate course, where we're going to teach you blueprints and everything you possibly need to become a professional VR developer. Anyway, that's everything that I wanted to show you for this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. As always, stay awesome, keep creating.